Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today on my channel, I'm going to be sharing this in-depth review of Voluspa Laguna, but a little bit later on today, I'm also going to finally be sharing my best of 2024 when it comes to Voluspa specifically. There were two videos that I filmed towards the beginning of the month that for whatever reason the audio did not work properly. So I had to refilm those videos. So that's why the favorites from Voluspa are going up a little late in the month here. But anyway, better late than never. Voluspa is definitely a candle brand that I have become a huge fan of personally. I started purchasing a number of their candles last year and have discovered some really beautiful, unique fragrances. Not to mention the vessels are just absolutely heavenly. So I'm definitely excited to share more from Voluspa this year here on my channel. So if you're not subscribed already and you are interested in more of my home fragrance related content, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button before checking out of the video today. So anyway, let's go ahead and first dive into this in-depth review of Voluspa Laguna. This was another one of the 3-wick tins, again, that I purchased last year, but never actually got around to burning before the end of the summer. So I thought I'd just save it for the start of the new year. I have really enjoyed this one. Now, I don't think that this is one where I foresee myself purchasing the luxe size. There actually isn't a hearth size available from what I'm seeing here in this particular scent. But if you just wanted to try this one, the Voluspa website does offer their mini tin candle in this fragrance, which is $14, and that's another great way to try the scents. For me personally, I think if you have a strong interest in Voluspa and you are looking to get a more accurate representation of what you're going to get either with their luxe or their hearth size, going for these 3-wick tins is gonna give you a better sense of that because you have more wicks like you do with these larger formats. You have more surface area, so you're just gonna get more fragrance output. I really like that they offer these 3-wick tins. They have been my favorite way to try Voluspa candles, but like I said, they do have the smaller format of their mini tins. Also, on the Voluspa website, you can build yourself a little collection of smaller candles so that you can sniff through them and maybe see what scents you're drawn to. Obviously, Voluspa is not one of those candle companies where their products are, I don't know, super readily available, say the way that Bath & Body Works candles are. There's a lot of major retailers like Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, Saks, I believe as well, that sell Voluspa, but I don't know. I no longer have a Nordstrom close by to me, and I don't really ever go to Bloomingdale's. I mean, I'll certainly purchase them online because you can sometimes find better deals at those retailers. The Voluspa website rarely has sales. The only times that I have ordered from the Voluspa website, I've either had a coupon that they sent me for signing up for their emails, or I did decide to shop during their 20% off sale that they had either over Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I can't remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and dig into this fragrance here. If you are not familiar, Voluspa does use a coconut wax blend. They call it a cocoa wax, if you will. It feels like a very soft wax. It definitely pulls out rather quickly. They do use natural cotton wicks. These candles are all basically hand poured in the United States. Voluspa is based out of California, and they're free of sulfates, phthalates, pesticides, and parabens, if that's something that's important to you. Let's go ahead and read through their fragrance description, and then I'll read through the actual fragrance notes. I'll tell you what I smell in this particular scent. I'll talk a little bit about the strength and throw of this 3-wick here. Again, that is just going to vary based on the format that you pick, however. And then if there were any burn issues, I'll address those. All right, sink into the sensation of sunshine and sea salt spray. Fresh marine gives way to shoreline mist with a gentle ripple, while garlands of plumeria blossom, island gardenia, orange blossom, and coconut palms sway through the cloudless azure sky. All right, the actual fragrance notes, let's see here. Where can I find those? Where are they? I think they're at the top here. All right, here we go. Sorry, had to find those. All right, this is definitely in the fresh aquatic fragrance family. And our keynotes here are sea salt, plumeria, and coconut. But obviously when we were reading through that description, we got some extra fragrance notes of gardenia, orange blossom, and coconut palms as well. So what do you smell in this one? First of all, this is definitely a great summertime tropical floral. You really do get a like sea mist, or like, so I always call it like a salty ocean air type of vibe. You can definitely smell that sea salt. It just is a very fresh and clean type of fragrance. Like you're standing at the beach and, you know, the beautiful warm summer air is coming in at you. So you've got that saltiness. You've got those absolutely stunning floral notes in this one. Listen, the key note here is definitely that plumeria. That is the primary floral note that I smell. But I very much also get that gardenia. It's a very clean white gardenia, very perfumey. You do also smell the orange blossom in here. The orange blossom adds a little bit of that like floral citrusy type note. It ties in very well with the plumeria and the gardenia. The coconut palms, there is a little bit of like a green type note, not necessarily like a leafy green, but yeah, like a palm tree type of greenness, I guess you could say. But it is present. There is a green note that is very much present here. But I think for me, when it comes to that like fresh, like salty ocean air, I think that Voluspa does a really great job with this fragrance. There's also that same type of vibe in the California Summers fragrance, which I purchased the hearth size of, and they just do it incredibly well. It's so authentic. It literally feels like you are standing on the beach and you've got like that sea spray just hitting you in the face. It's so fresh, so clean, perfectly salty, and it just ties in so well with that little touch of green and those gorgeous tropical floral notes. This is an incredibly well done summertime beachy fragrance, and if you like these types of scents, I would highly encourage you to check this one out. I will be formally reviewing the California Summers once I dig into that hearth size here in the next couple of months. I think that I still like California Summers a little bit better than the Laguna. But this will definitely be a fragrance that I repurchase again in the future. I'm not sure that I would necessarily invest in the Luxe size, which is, I believe, a larger 3-wick size, or if I would just get one of these 3-wick tins again. The largest size of this, which is the Luxe that I just mentioned, retails for $68. But this 3-wick tin here retails for $28. So there's quite a price difference between the two. But but it's a great scent. So yes, I really love this one, you guys. It is definitely going to be one that I, again, will repurchase in the future, but probably just in this same format again. In terms of strength and throw for this 3-wick tin, I'm gonna give the strength a solid 7. And I'm gonna give the throw of this one probably somewhere between a 6 and a 7. It is kind of surprising to me that it doesn't travel a lot further than what it does. I feel like for the most part, Voluspa fragrances typically travel quite well. This is one where it just mostly tends to stick around in the room where I'm burning it. There's a little bit of spillover, but not much. But when I walk into the room where I'm burning this candle, regardless of what the room is, even if it's a like large, wide open concept space, this is a very noticeable fragrance. It's not necessarily subtle, but it's also not smack you in the face. For me, when it comes to these tropical florals, I don't necessarily want these to be like super, I don't know, super powerful. I want to notice them, but I don't want to get a headache from them. With sweeter florals, they can be a little bit more headache inducing, at least for me personally. So I think the whole situation here when it comes to strength and throw is just fine in my book. But if you're looking for a lot more oomph, maybe the larger format might be a better way to go. But I think what I'm getting from this 3-wick tin is perfect. So I'm a big fan. Were there any burn issues? No. Listen, this is a really super clean burning wax. I have let this one go up to like 5 hours and have not had any discoloration in the wax. It did give me a complete wax pool, like I'm talking all the way to the bottom. I wouldn't recommend leaving these lit for, 5 or 6 hours at a time, but I just kind of let it go one day and it gave me a complete wax pool, and it didn't get sooty, didn't get discolored, burned really well. The wicks didn't keel over. These are really nice wicks, you guys. They are definitely cotton wicks. They're very easy to trim. I just essentially nip off the little mushroom tops that form after each burn, and that's all that I have to do when it comes to Voluspa. Like, there's not a lot of extra work, if that makes sense. Listen, this one's getting 2 big fat thumbs up. I would highly recommend trying it if you like this particular fragrance category, or if you're looking to branch out and try something new. This is one that I would say go for it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I'll repurchase it myself. Let me know your thoughts if you have tried Laguna yourself and what you think about it, whether you recommend it or not. Be sure to let us know what format you tried as well. And then, like I said, a little bit later on this afternoon, I'll be sharing my top 5 fragrances from Voluspa from 2024. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.